Hi YouTube family, I hope you guys are doing well. Today's video is going to be how to start influencer marketing. I love influencer marketing. I love talking about business because being in business as a woman entrepreneur, especially learning the ins and outs of an online business, what influencers to work with and getting fucked over a few times. I have many stories to tell. I have so much experience when it comes to influencer marketing because I started my business over 8 years ago feeling like it really scaled my business up from influencer marketing. Influencer marketing is something that bring your business literally and differentiate you from a public market to something with a brand that people associate themselves to. Influencer marketing is a huge billion-dollar industry for a reason, and when we leverage influencers for our business, we're getting into another way of marketing and learning how people make their money online and getting to the marketers of the business side. There are so many videos of how to become an influencer, how to become a content creator, but what about how to utilize these content creators and these influencers to make money for our business? Especially if you're somebody that is starting an online business, you want to know the different ways to make money and do marketing and utilizing and leveraging content creators, leveraging influencer marketers. If you do it right, the proper way that I'm about to show you all the tips that I went through for the past 8 years, I compiled it to make for this video for you and give you all of the best valuable information that I have learned, my mistakes, getting burned, everything. You're going to be able to start your influencer marketing journey, truly know how easy it is, and once you start getting the hang of it and see how you love it. There's so many different ways to be in marketing, but when you utilize tips like this, you can start making more money and it can be another revenue stream of income for your business as well. Okay, so I have a list here. These are the great ways that if you have never ever started influencer marketing at all, you just need to watch this video and you can go ahead and start it today. If you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe. My name is Nancy. I have a podcast, Road to 1%. I also have a new membership community coming out for women only. It is called Spoiled and Successful Society. I love being able to talk and share and empower other women. So this is going to be a women only membership coming out January 1st, 2026. And it means so much to me because it's my first ever membership and I'm going to be able to hone in and commit myself to sharing different ways of making money, but also having money through your partner, just having to invest in yourself and having a business, because I advocate for every woman and themselves to make their own money, have a side business, have a hobby, and do all of these things. So make sure you waitlist for my new membership if you haven't already. Please also follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well, as I post on there pretty frequently too. If you wanted to start influencer marketing for your business, whether you have a gardening business, you have a restaurant, it can literally be anything. I have combined all my experiences and years of getting effed over in the influencer marketing industry and having success in the influencer marketing industry and just going through and understanding how influencers work through agencies, through their models, through their contract. Went down to these 3 steps that you can only need this video if you were going to start influencer marketing today. These are the 3 steps that I came up with. The first one is you need to have a budget or a strategy. Whether you are 5 years into your business or 2 years into your business, or you just started your business and you want to leverage influencer marketing first in the beginning, what is the strategy that you're going to use? Are you going to have a budget for it as well? Because influencer marketing, just like any other marketing stream for your business, it gets very costly if you don't track it and you don't have a plan. You can go up to tens of thousands of dollars, spending $17,000 like I did for one influencer. They even charge up to 50K. Some people charge 500, some people charge 50, some people charge 5,000. It's up to the magnitude, what you want to do and who you want to work with, how that's all going to come about, depending on what you're marketing or what you want them to have of your product. Maybe it's your first collection, maybe you're launching a new dish for your restaurant, because it doesn't only have to be online business that can leverage influencer marketing. You can definitely leverage it too if you have a brick and mortar store and you want influencers to come market for your business wherever you are in the world. And that's the great thing about everything online, is that you can go and contact these people from anywhere in the world. Have a budget and have a strategy. Is your budget going to be $400 a month, or is it going to be $400 a quarter, which is $100 a month, or is it going to be $400 for the entire year? Knowing your costs is really important. For example, if I was a restaurant owner and I wanted to market my new pho restaurant and I was selling one bowl of pho for $10, but my cost is only $3, my budget is $400 for marketing for the month. Depending on what is 400 divided by 3, that's how many bowls my cost would. You can allocate it in any however way you want to do. You can do it that the 400 is you giving away bowls for free of pho that costs you $3 to make, including labor, including the food. Or you can do 200 for free bowls and 200 for the influencers, inviting them to come in and paying them for their time as well. So it's up to you, and that's the great thing about business, is that it's your business. You can literally create the rules by yourself on however way you want to do it. For myself, we had a budget of $500 a month, which means that if our cost was $35, including labor, our warehouse, our shipping, everything like that, we were only going to ship out 15 boxes or a certain amount of boxes to the influencers, and that wasn't including paying them, which means we were doing on a gifting basis, honing down on this. And we did this for about 2 years, and we had so many influencers under our belt. We can pick and choose who we want to work with on a longer term basis, and we can pick and choose who we actually like throughout this communication of the past 2 years, of who was actually consistent with posting, who was actually consistent with the way that they were receiving our product, who was consistent with actually helping us wanting to grow the brand and being a part of our brand and being an affiliate, having their own discount code, and actually creating some sales. There are so many different ways to do it. You can do it at the affiliate side, you can do it at the gifting side, and you can do it at the sponsorship side. However way that you start it, the first way is have the gifting plan in the quarter. It can definitely get very, very costly. I remember 1 month of our business, we ended up spending, I think it was like $42,000 in influencer marketing, and I was like, whoa, we did not have the budget for that. And the reason we went over budget was because we just thought that forecasting from previously, we can spend that, but we end up going over budget, and we didn't even make that back for a while with influencers. So I had to learn the hard way of even just getting scammed by certain influencers, certain agencies taking a big cut. Like there's so many different types of people that ended up just in bad stories when it comes to influencers. And a lot of influencers you guys probably follow too, because we work with so many mega famous influencers, models around the world. Some people gave us the best absolute experience, and then some people didn't give us the best absolute experience. Like they gave us horror stories. And I think one day I would love to talk about the horror stories, but that's why I think having the plan is really important on what your budget is. Because if you know your budget, it's going to be way, way easier for whatever that you want to do, sending it out. Definitely include your cost in there as well, and include, okay, if one influencer that you really want to work with charges $100 for one post, that's going to go into your budget. Then you only have $300 to work with if your budget is $400. Where does that going to allocate the cost? Is it going to go to your gifting staff? Is it going to go to your things? Is it going to go to your PR boxes? Or is it going to go directly to the influencer? Things like that. So having a budget and a strategy is so absolutely important. This is something I had to learn the hard way. So take it from me, have a budget, have a strategy in your business right now. How much can you allocate per month, per quarter to start this new revenue stream for yourself with influencer marketing? Once you have honed down on what strategy is working for you, and you see, okay, I really like the gifting idea, or I really like the sponsorship idea where I'm paying them $100 a month and they post 3 times for me a month, and they also get a free bikini or they get a free workout set, and you have a certain few people that you really love and you've been doing this for a while, don't try something and then think that you're gonna be good at it. Try it for a while, test it out, see if it's gonna hit with your business. Because let me tell you, a lot of the times is that when you guys have influencers that you really love and you want to work with for a long time, or you've been looking up to someone, a lot of the times they might not even reply because they might be too big or they aren't what you think they are. And that's was the case for me. A lot of the influencers that I looked up to and I worked with, they didn't end up being as converting as I thought they would be. And second, they weren't that nice. So it really depends on the people that you work with and the ones that you choose. And maybe I'm just not good at choosing, but at that time, which is why I ended up bringing a PR team after doing the due diligence of other brands working with this person and seeing the credibility. And basically, like, social media is now your new resume. If you want to know how amazing someone is with content creating or with the conversions, just do your due diligence and making sure that your budget is just gonna stick to it. Have this work for you for a while. Try it out for 3 months, 6 months, a year. You won't know how well it goes if you only do it for a month. You won't know how well it's gonna do if it's only for 2 weeks. Bet on it that you're gonna be doing this for a while, especially if you're trying to bring this on as a new revenue stream for your business. Second step on starting influencer marketing is building relationships with these people. Because once you got a hang of knowing strategy and this new way works for you, you can now start seeing the type of relationships that you want to nourish and commit to. There are going to be certain influencers that convert really, really well, that don't demand a lot of time or attention, and that actually follow your guidelines, care about your business. The ones that care about your business are the ones that also want to grow with you and grow over time as a creator as well. So build the right relationships and see what they can do for you. I see people fall out because they're not negotiating properly or they're not nourishing their relationship. We still have influencers that work with us 8 years ago, even till this day, that if we send them anything, if they reply and we message them, they will instantly reply because we built that relationship from the beginning. And to me, relationships and connection is the most important thing in life. If we don't have connection, if we don't have love, we literally will all die. So build the right connections, the right relationships for your business, for the influencer, so that you can continue to grow and talk to each other, because they're also going to grow as creators and you're also going to grow as a business. And whether you grow together or apart, you at least keep touch with contact, knowing that, oh my gosh, I do remember working for you. I remember I was on a live yesterday for this creator that I really love, and I haven't worked with her for like 4 years. And I messaged her on my own account, my personal account, and I said, oh my gosh, I love you. I used to work with you through my brand. My brand is called Escape Swimwear. We sent you a few things. I would love to work with you again. Let me know if I can send you a few things again. She's like, oh my gosh, I loved working with you. Escape Swimwear. Yes, I remember we did a collab. I can give you my new address. Let me DM you. When you have a great experience with certain brands and with certain people, people, it's just like a light in your head. Like, yes, of course I'm down to do it. And that's the most important thing, is collaborating and connecting with people that actually care. The second step of building relationships is one of the most important steps, because what I see happens is, even me, when people just send me things and I really love their brand and they don't upkeep the conversation, they don't want to keep working with you, or they don't care to check in, that will fade, and then you end up unfollowing each other, you end up not supporting one another, and it's just something that you've done one time. And I don't like that. I like the relationship where you're going to keep in contact for years and years to come, because life will happen, continues to grow their own certain way. So when you can continue to build the right relationships, it goes so far for your business. They will talk about you in rooms that you don't even know, and they will share about your business. They will share about the things that you're up to. So important to continuously show up, build relationships, and build your business with influencer marketing. The third step with influencer marketing and starting it is tracking the steps that you did earlier and then get better. You just repeat the cycle continuously until you get better, and then you see if your budget is going to increase, you increase the budget, and then you just continuously doing this over and over. It's kind of like Facebook ads. A lot of people do Facebook ads, and you basically just test out the market, seeing what's better, what's your ROAS, and see what's converting, see how many clicks you get, where and what and who, what your demographic is, what type of person. And that's literally the same thing with influencer marketing. However, you're dealing with real people rather than spending money on an ad, because ad is definitely more like a behind the scenes, doing what's working on Facebook behind the scenes. But influencer marketing, you're dealing with real people, real agencies, real contracts, real content creators that make a living off of doing things like this. And it is a lot of work. So whenever influencer has their rates, I know that their rates is worthy of it, because one, they probably convert, and two, they put a lot of time and effort into content. Anybody that makes content knows it's a lot of work, not just to film, get ready, and have the confidence to talk about things, but also scripting and editing and posting and having the time on top of everything else doing that and not getting paid directly for it. Just know that if influencers charge a lot, it's because they are well deserving of it. However, do your due diligence of what their analytics are, and if they're going to convert, and if they actually are true to their brand, or are they just doing it to get paid. There's a lot of different like markets nowadays too, where influencers come in and they just want to get paid, so they'll talk about anything. And that's the people that you don't want to put your name towards or be associated with. If they're just doing it for the money, then they don't care about your brand. They just want to get the brand in and out. So they treat it like a numbers game. But again, to each their own. And I think that as you grow your business in whatever industry that you're doing and you start influencer marketing, you'll see who is actually connecting with your brand and who is actually somebody that you can see yourself working with for a long period of time, that you want to meet in person, that you want to do shoots. Like, there's so many things. I have worked with so many different types of relationships where I was able to meet them in person and create even a better synergy relationship. And a lot of people like to see the face of the brand. They like to meet the model, and I love it personally. Like, I love inviting people to different things and fundraiser events that I'm doing outside of the business, and you just create a very loving type of relationship, because these models are people too. They're just in a different industry that you get paid for your business. That is how you start influencer marketing for your business, and you can do this in any industry. Gardening industry, in your restaurant industry. It doesn't have to be an online business. It can be a brick and mortar store. You have flowers, you sell flowers. Any industry that you're in, you can start influencer marketing today. If you're not doing Facebook ads, if you're not radio or billboards or marketing on ads, like, there's so many different ways to market your business. Try influencer marketing, and you never know, this might hit home for you. It definitely hit home for me. I've been doing this for many years, and I will still continue to do it because I love and stand behind so many of the things that it represents, and just also supporting the creators as well. Try these out. Let me know how it goes. If you guys are also interested in all about e-commerce, make sure you book the free limited time call with me or my team below. We can share with you if you want more ideas on starting an online e-commerce business, what industry you want to get into, or how to start it. Like, there's a lot of different ways, and I would love to showcase on more information and what the industry really looks like. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to waitlist for my women community called Spoiled and Successful Society. I look forward to opening the doors really soon. Topics that I can't talk about online platform, and sharing that with you, and creating a live community in person and online for my Spoiled and Successful Society girlies. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.